Hello and welcome to another episode of Star Wars Battlefront Weekly. I'm Greg Henniger.
And I'm Lorenzo Valoria.
And today we're going to be talking about the hero units from past Battlefront games and hopefully what we're going to see in DICE's future Battlefront game.
That's right. So what were the hero characters in the old game?
Yeah, so in Battlefront 2 specifically, you had people on the light side like Luke, Obi-Wan, people on the dark side, Darth Vader, and you could become those heroes in specific maps. Each map had a few different heroes that you could eventually become. And if you got enough points, you had the opportunity to become one of those hero characters. And then once you were, you had a lightsaber on the side of the screen that popped up, and that was kind of your countdown timer.
Right, so that was like the balancing system there. You couldn't be a hero forever.
Yeah, so if you could lengthen that timer by getting some sweet, kills on the enemy team. But you could also decrease that timer by being a team killer or spawn camper or something like that. So you couldn't just have somebody out there being a total jerk, and if they were being that, then they wouldn't be a hero for very long. And also, if you were a force-sensitive character, say you were Obi-Wan, then you would have two different powers. You would have force speed and force jump, and then you would have a third character-specific power. But if you were say Han Solo or Boba Fett, then you would also have powers, but the Force-specific characters all had Force Speed and Force Jump.
Yeah, and if I remember correctly, Greg, the Jedi were kind of like Superman on the battlefield. They would fly over buildings, like doing the double jump, sprinting.
Yeah.
Like, how could a normal stormtrooper like stand up to that? But
yeah,
there was that balancing system with the timer and everything. But,
yeah, you were made to feel really powerful for a short amount of time. And then there was also another mode called Hero Assault, which allowed for a lot of people to be a lot of different heroes. So you would have like tons of heroes fighting over Mos Eisley, Jedis everywhere, Boba Fett's and Han Solos, and Princess Leia's just ducking and rolling everywhere.
Yeah, it was like a dual mode basically, where you could just pick your favorite guy and just go have at it. Yeah,
stuff you always wanted to see happen in your brain, and then it got played out on the screen.
So that was Battlefront 2 and the previous game. So do we want heroes to return for DICE's Battlefront? And I think the definitive answer is yes. So previously, they were jumping all over the place and stuff, and I think that really made the Battlefront gameplay unique to other shooters. So Call of Duty's got its kill streaks, and all that stuff. But this could be that thing that everybody goes to Battlefront for. Everybody wants to live out their Star Wars fantasies. I definitely want to be Boba Fett. I definitely want to be Luke Skywalker, running around blocking lasers and chopping people in half and stuff. So
commanding the army. What if you were like Admiral Akbar, and then they gave you like the command top-down mode, like they do in
Commander mode in Battlefield 4 is returning.
That would be awesome.
The Commander mode, you could be Admiral Akbar in the home one, just like bombarding the map and stuff. So like, there's a lot of ideas, and we really don't know if DICE is going to return to the hero mode and bring in heroes into the battlefield. But I think it would be a mistake if they didn't, because they're cool characters to be.
Yeah.
But that's what we think. There could be some balancing issues with them, but we'll let the developers figure that out.
Sure. Yeah. We're not making this game.
But let us know what you guys think. Should heroes return? Let us know what you think in the comments, and maybe we'll talk about it next week.
Yeah, definitely. So, and so we have a Would You Rather from last week. Last week we asked you, would you rather be a smuggler or a bounty hunter? And we had some pretty great answers. EA Mike 212 says bounty hunter because they get all the awesome gadgets like jetpacks and flamethrowers.
Seems like an easy choice.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Mountaineer PC says bounty hunter all the way. I mean, come on. If I could be anything like Boba Fett, that would be amazing. Plus all the gadgets you get. And if you're a smuggler, well, that's illegal. Bounty hunter, you're getting paid for it.
So he really cares about the legality of the entire situation.
I mean, whatever.
I'm sure Boba Fett did. He was just like, is this legal?
As he's murdering people, he's like, yeah, I think I could get away with this in court.
Nicholas Blackman said, I'd be a smuggler because I would have an awesome spaceship, get lots of money, and be badass.
Super Giraffe says, I'm pretty sure if it was a real fight, I would break down crying immediately which seems like less of a problem for smugglers. So I guess he would, you know, be more of a wussy guy.
Yeah, you can't really be a feared bounty hunter if you're crying over in the corner.
Yeah, that's right.
So we have another great Would You Rather for this week.
That's right.
Would you rather, in today's world, say you walked in tomorrow to work, you could only speak in the language of the Wookiees.
Yeah. Or speak in R2-D2's beepity-boop droid language.
Beeps and whistles and things like that. So which would you rather have happen to you for the rest of your life? Only Wookiee language or only R2's droid language? Let us know in the comments section down here. We'll pick our favorite ones, read them off next time. All right, well, that's all the time we have for this week's episode, and make sure you tune in next week. If you want us to talk about something specifically, leave it in the comments section down there, and hopefully that will influence next week's episode.
Yeah, that's right. We got a lot of episodes to cover by the time Battlefront comes out in 2015.
We are not running out of ideas, though. This is not a cry for help.
We have a ton of ideas, but you know, we'd love to hear what you guys think and what you guys want to talk about.
Yeah, so that's all for us this week, and make sure you like, subscribe, do all those things to our social channels, and we'll see you next time.
May the Force be with you.
Got a lot of carbon scoring here. Looks like you boys seen a lot of action. Are we on a space cruiser?
Oh, hey, Lorenzo. I don't think this is the R2 unit you're looking for. But if you do want to see last week's episode of Star Wars Battlefront Weekly, just click up here. Or if you want to see last week's episode of Super Smash Bros. Wii U Weekly, just click down here. How do I get back into this thing?